Hello, how's it going?
Hello there.
Let me see. I'm just getting on here. Today it is more support doubles. At first, I wanted to show more tools. So if you were playing in the Livermore game on Mondays, I did put online an analysis tool you can use after your game. I wanted to show how to use that.
And Rick, you said that we no longer have to announce or alert support doubles either in BBO or in person, correct?
That is correct. Support doubles are no longer alertable.
Huh.
And if you look at a modern convention card, they're no longer marked red on there, which is one indication of that.
Thank you.
So if we go to the Livermore Bridge Club website and it has the Livermore scores at the top here, you can pick a game and look at this 12 and a half tables yesterday. That's a great turnout. And if you go here, you've probably seen this where you can go and look at the different boards and scores and see what's going on. But if it also has these two files you can download here, the PBN and the BWS, that has the data for this. And if you click on these, you'll just save them to your downloads folder. Okay. And then if you go to the Bridge Classroom site, there's a club game analysis on the right here.
Oh.
And you can say launch club game analysis. And it asks you to choose your files. So you choose here and you go to your downloads folder and pick the two files that were just downloaded. You can multi-select them or you can do them one at a time and say open. And it'll say, here's the people that played here. And so if I pick on Linnea, let's say, it'll show your score, who's your partner, where you sat. And I have a breakdown here, board by board, of what percent scores you got and what the computer software thinks is kind of the reason you got a good or a bad score.
I see Linnea is very lucky.
There's a lot of lucky.
Lucky.
I always thought she was smart, but now I know she's lucky.
That's what it is. So most people will see some luckies on here. And so like here, 24, opponent's inferior contract. Let's take a look at that. We can click on the board here. And they were in 3-no trump down 2. And there's a double dummy here. Let's see, where is it? You were playing east-west.
Picked out our absolute worst one.
What's that? No, you guys got a 95% on that.
Oh, this is our absolute best one. Okay,
that's your
good.
excellent best one. But it says you're lucky because, for one thing, they were playing in no trump and not hearts. Everybody playing in hearts got a good score. The people playing in no trump got a bad score.
Those
diamonds set up nicely.
So, and it may be that this was.
I think I led to 6 of diamonds.
Yeah, but think about the auction. It probably would have been 2 passes, and then you would have probably opened 1 diamond or 2 diamond.
I think I opened 2 diamonds. I think I opened 2 diamonds.
Yeah, I think that hand is too strong for a 2 diamond opening bid, but I think it caused havoc there.
But my partner is a passed hand.
Yes, your partner's a passed hand, but you have two aces, which is good for defense, and a two diamond opener really suggests that you're not going to bring a lot to the defense.
Well, I thought it was better to open two diamonds because my partner's a passed hand.
That is true, but if
So
they
I figured they're going to find a spade fit if I give them very much room to do stuff, and so that's why I did it.
Besides, if she's opening light, if she said one diamond, she's opening in a minor and it's too light to let it lets the opponents in.
that may be, and I'm not saying two diamonds is a wrong bid, but it can be misleading because you have defensive, the two aces in particular. And if they do go to four spades, if you preempt, Maggie would not think about doubling with the queen 10 little little, but with your actual hand, um, it often would be right to double there. And the only reason you wouldn't set them is because of North's Boyd and diamonds. So I don't know. At any rate, if you do open two diamonds, they should double. Um, but they might wind up in no trump instead of actual getting to hearts.
I think she bid no trump. I think she said two no trump, and then Kevin may have said three. I'm not sure.
No, she went right to three no trump. You can see the bidding.
No,
Right.
that's not the bidding. We don't. There's no recording of the bidding, so that's just the
Oh.
final contract.
Oh.
So two diamonds, two no trump would be okay. And then what should North do then?
Well, I think they ought to bid hearts.
Well,
Or three clubs.
well, they could bid
Yeah.
three clubs for Stamen, or they could bid three diamonds to transfer to hearts.
Yeah.
The problem is you're kind of high up to do. You can't do the.
Okay, so at the three level, I thought any bid that you make is natural. If she bid three
Oh, sorry.
diamonds.
Yeah. Not over a two no trump overcall. If it goes two diamonds, then two no trump systems are on.
Even though she's at the three level when she responds.
Yep. Just like if South had opened two no trump systems would be on, three clubs would be Stamen, three diamonds and hearts would be.
So when would it be natural? Would that be
if she had overcalled another suit? It would have been two diamonds. If she had doubled, for instance, they would be natural. If she'd been two spades, it would be natural. So there are times where the systems are not on over no trump, though. If it had been one club, one heart, and a jump to two no trump by opener, and two suits have been bid naturally by the bidders on the no trump side, then systems are not on.
Systems are not on.
Right. I can show you. I have.
I'm just curious too. You said the computer did this, so you programmed the computer to do that?
I programmed the computer to do all of this. This is all
To make all those judgments. Wow.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Holy cow, Rick.
They're not all right, but they're often pretty good and they're worth looking at. And I'm hoping people will do that, look at it because I want to find where there's shortcomings and fix them. Here's our no trump ladder. And this says if it's just your side bidding, if you have a balanced hand with 12 to 14, you'll start with one of a suit and then you'll respond one no trump. And Stamen and Jacoby transfers are not on in that sequence because two suits have been bid naturally already. If you open one no trump, the systems are on. If you open one of a suit and then jump to two no trump, you're back to only new minor force. You don't have Stamen and Jacoby. But if you open two no trump, systems are on. If it's two clubs, two diamonds, two no trump, systems are on. Two clubs, three no trump. Some people will play systems on even in that situation.
But it's all without any interference.
It's all without any interference. And so these are opening bid sequences. But if it is a if it's one club, let's say, by an opponent, and then one no trump, goes like that, systems would be on here because our side hasn't bid any suits yet. And the same thing if it's two diamonds here, two no trump. Same thing, systems are still on. So anyhow, give me a sec.
So it wasn't luck, it was skillful interference.
Absolutely.
I think it was lucky.
Yeah, so on this hand, you get credit for making the auction hard for them. They get kind of demerits there. If they had bid two no trump, North would have just bid three diamonds to show the hearts, or bid three clubs to show both, and they'll find a spade fit. And they can make four hearts or four spades on this, but they were in three no trump, which does not make. So that's why I call that a lucky result for the defenders, because the other side got into an inferior contract. And so you can hop around on these things by clicking the name and seeing how it works here. And so this one, looking at Maggie, it has a thing up here at the top. It says you have a 25% scoring as a declarer on this set, which doesn't mean you didn't make 20. You only made 1 out of 4 contracts. It just means the score you guys got on those was bad. And this is kind of tinted green. You can look at these green ones here. It shows the ones where you were declarer, like 11, 16, and where's the other one? Was it just 2? Yeah, I think you just had 2 there. And so 1 trick fewer, and overbid on 1, I think. So anyhow, it gives you an idea to break down your declaring and your defense and your partners declaring to sort of see where things worked and where they didn't. Another thing I'll throw out here for this one here, for example, you're in 3 spades, and it says you should only be able to make 8 tricks. But you went down 2, so it's probably gave up a trick. And what you can do here is you can hit the double dummy button in these, and it'll show which card plays cost a trick, both the defense and the declaring side. And so you can step through if you know what the opening lead was, for instance. So on this one, this thing here says North, when they're on opening lead, if they lead a club or the Queen of Hearts, it's going to let you make your contract. If they lead anything else, it should make you go down 1. And you can go ahead and play through these and pick cards for people to do. Do this, for instance. You can decide what you want to play. And it'll tell you which ones are good choices. Anyhow, I don't expect you'll spend a lot of time replaying things, but if you have questions on a particular hand, why did I take 1 less or something like that, the tools will give you information about that too. So you're welcome to click through.
Very impressive, Rick.
All right. It also has a sample auction down here, the BBA auction. Says here's one way that a robot system would bid these hands. So this one's they only get to 2 spades. and which would be a better contract than 3 spades, for instance. All right. So now I wanted to take a look at another couple things before we dive into the support double. This is this week's challenge of the month. So on this hand, West opens 4 hearts. What does a 4 heart opening bid normally show?
Weak.
Yeah,
8 hearts.
yeah, usually 8. And then pass, and then we have this terrific hand here is South. And it looks like we have 11 top tricks, right? We just have a heart loser and a club loser.
Yes.
And so we think, well, if West is weak, then surely partner has 1 trick for us somewhere, right? And so we bid 6 spades. And West leads the king of hearts. So what's our plan here? Any ideas how we should go about making this slam?
Well, it means that East doesn't have any hearts.
That's the first big observation. So would it be a bad idea to take the ace of hearts at trick 1 here?
Seems like, yeah.
Yes.
'Cause
Save your ace of hearts for discarding the queen of clubs.
that's our general idea there. If the knee-jerk reaction is just to play the ace of hearts, and when that gets roughed, all we can hope for is the club finesse, which I can tell you will not work. But if you duck the heart and let them win the king and they continue with the queen, do we play the ace of hearts then?
No.
No, we should rough again, right? Or we should rough that one because we're out now. So what should we rough with?
One of them in the south hands. You want to see what your right
Well, we
hand-
have to rough in South. South is the one that's out of hearts at trick 2.
Don't
Well,
rough with your 2.
Yeah,
rough
I
with
would
the
say
9
save your 2 to get to the board.
for transportation.
That's what we need. We need to rough high. So we should let them win the first heart, and then we'll rough the second heart with the ace, and then we'll draw trump. And we can always draw the last trump if necessary with the 8 of spades, right? It's connected to our ace through 9 there. So the 8 is a high spade also. And we can use that to get back to dummy so we can play that ace of hearts after they're out of trump and then throw away our queen of clubs.
You have to think, don't you?
You do have to think. And that very first thing to resist the temptation to play the ace of hearts at trick 1. Dodie, do you see what we're talking about here?
Yeah, I do. But what I was concerned with, East could trump, except you got the high trump. So, all right.
Right. So East will trump. If we play the ace of hearts at trick 1, it's going to get trumped, and then we'll
Right.
lose the club too. So we can afford to lose 1 trick. And so we can let them win that first trick with the king of hearts. And we can win the second one, and there's no way East can trump higher than we can. So then we'll be able to draw trump and get to dummy with the 8 of hearts. So this was in this month's the April bulletin. If you look in the magazine, they'll have the full layout with East and West hands on there, so you can see both of those. All right, and
So
then
you're making an assumption that your dummy is going to give you 1 trick.
when we bid the 6 spades, yes, that's correct.
But dummy hasn't told you anything.
They haven't, but West made a preemptive bid, so West is weak.
Okay. All
And
right.
everybody's weak because we got all these high card points, so you're just gambling.
Okay.
But the problem is if you just bid four spades, you're gambling that partner will not give you a trick. And if partner does have a trick for you, anybody that bids slam is going to get a better score than your four spade bid would be. So it's kind of gambling whether you bid four spades or whether you bid six spades.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. So this is our declarer's plan kind of layout here. And so the idea is our contract is two clubs by South. Four of spades was led. So we should count our losers. So how many club losers do we expect?
One,
Zero.
Probably zero. We've got ace, king, queen between the two hands. How many diamond losers?
two,
Two. How many spade losers?
one.
I'd say two. Is it the king? They'll take their ace with their king with their ace. So we have the queen and jack are winners, but the nine is still a loser. We could still lose two spades.
What's the contract? Oh, two clubs.
But you can rough a spade.
That would be a way to get rid of a loser, and we could do that if we don't draw all the trump. It doesn't take four rounds of trump. So roughing a loser is the how to reduce losers. Roughs is an option, but you should count them as losers first because roughing is not the only way, and roughing comes with the cost of having to hold having a trump requirement in dummy.
One, two.
So two diamonds and two spades, we're up to four, and then how many heart losers?
Probably, possibly two.
Two.
We should count two, and again, it's not guaranteed that it's two, but that's how we count. That's six, and we can only afford five. And so, what are ways we could reduce our losers? One way is roughing a spade. And what's another way?
Setting up a heart trick.
Well, we could try to finesse in hearts, right? By leading a heart from dummy and hope that East has the queen.
And if you did, would you leave the three of hearts to the jack?
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't lead the 10 because we don't have the 9. So three of hearts to the jack, and you're always going to lose the ace of hearts, but you can, if East has the queen of hearts, you don't have to lose the queen of hearts. And then also, if you've drawn trump first and you try heart finesse, eventually, if hearts went up 3-3, you will have a pitch in dummy on hearts. You could pitch a spade loser potentially on the hearts, or if they don't attack diamonds right off, you could even throw a diamond loser on the long heart if the hearts turn out to be 3-3.
By pitch, you mean set up a trick, a winning trick.
Set up by pitch, we set up a winner in dummy where we're out of the suit in the declaring hand.
Okay.
Yep. And that requires that we have more length in dummy than in the declarer's hand for that particular suit. Here we have 4 hearts in dummy, 3 in our hand. Okay. So here the contract is 2 spades, and a spade was led. So how many losers can we afford?
You can afford 5.
Right. And how many spade losers do we have?
2.
2.
Perhaps.
How many heart losers do we have?
Well,
Or
1, I'd say, but Probably not. More, probably more.
4.
So you're going to count from your hand then, or
You always count from your hand. You count from whichever hand has the longer trumps, which is usually the declare, unless there was like a Jacoby transfer.
okay,
So we got to count our 4 hearts, and they could all be losers.
right?
And again, you could say, well, I'm only going to count one loser because I can rough those other hearts. But do you see a problem with that plan already?
You don't have enough roughs.
Especially because they led the 2 of spades and they have the ace and king. They could probably take the first 2 spades and lead a third spade, and we don't get any roughs at all. And we could easily be looking at 4 heart losers. How many club losers do we have?
0.
Well, if you're looking from your hand, none.
That's right. That's the right answer, 0. How many diamond losers?
One.
1. So we've got 2 spades and 4 hearts and 6 and a diamond is 7. So we got to get rid of 2. And so what would be a way to get rid of a diamond loser, for instance?
Dump it on a club.
Yeah, a pitch, right? A pitch on a club.
Sorry, pitch.
That's all right.
Oh, don't better.
That's all right. It's the correct idea. And so because we have ace king of clubs, we can do that, but that only gets rid of 1 loser. What would be a way we could try and get rid of a heart loser?
Um, well, you can try and trump early.
No, they led the 2 of spades. They're going to take 3 rounds of spades before we get in.
Oh, okay.
They're going to play 3 rounds. We'll win
Well,
the third.
and then you're looking at clubs again, perhaps, but I don't know. Well, if you
So
can
yeah,
get rid of
try
the
to pitch
king-
on the clubs.
You can try the
Well,
heart
the
finesse.
first order, we only have 1 pitch on clubs. What were we saying, John?
Have the heart finesse.
We have the heart finesse as an option. If East has the ace of hearts, we can lead dummies 2, and that'll make our king good. So that's a 50-50 way to get rid of 1 heart loser.
I think I'd let the opponents lead the hearts.
Well, they may choose not to.
Yeah.
They may just keep leading diamonds, let's say. And so it would be nicer if they led, although it would be nicer if West led hearts, but if East leads a heart, you still have to decide what to do about it.
Well, you just you try to just cover whatever your right-hand opponent leads.
You can't, if you had more hearts in dummy, that would be the right idea, but you can only do 1 finesse in heart. So if you're going to do the heart finesse, it's probably better to play the 2 and go to the king right away. Because if you just cover their 9 with the 10, let's say, and they win the jack.
I was talking about if they let it, not if you let it.
Okay, yeah. But if they lead it on the East, it doesn't help you to just cover. If they lead the 7 and you play the 8, West will play the 9, and you're never going to take your king, even if East had the ace of hearts. Unless they lead it again.
So it sounds like you're looking for a club thing then,
I
right?
am looking for a club thing. So what is it possible to get more than just 1 pitch off of the clubs?
Well, if you finesse the jack and then you go back to the board with your king of diamonds, then with any luck, you can play the ace and king, and maybe the queen will fall, or maybe your clubs will set
Well,
up.
if you play low to the jack and the jack wins the trick, then you're on the board. You can just play the ace and king of clubs.
That's true. That would be a lot better if the jack won.
But even if the jack loses, you can get back with the king of diamonds and then play the ace and king of clubs. And if the clubs are 3-3, or if the 10 was doubleton, then the clubs will run. Right? And then you'll get 4 pitches instead of just 1 pitch. You get 3 more pitches. And that would take care of your hearts. And so that's kind of the idea on that, is that if they draw trumps for you to where you don't get to do any roughs, the clubs is really the way to go there. And because of that, if let's say they took their spades and then Um, I don't know exactly what happens, but if they wind up eventually leading a diamond, you want to win the ace of diamonds and preserve that king of diamonds for an entry, because you won't have an entry once the spades are gone and once you've played your three clubs. So pitching on clubs is definitely the answer here, but how to do it is kind of, you got to decide, but probably leading low to the jack is the way to do it. Now we're in four spades, so how many losers can we afford?
3.
And how many spade losers do we have?
1.
Uh, 2.
Possibly two. We could lose the queen and the 10 both if things are particularly bad, but chances are we'll have one spade loser. Unless they're 4-0 with 4 or 4-1 with the queen 10 fourth in the east. And how many heart losers?
0.
How many club losers?
4.
Yeah. And how many diamond losers?
1.
Right. And so that's too many. So how can we get rid of one of the club losers?
I guess hearts is the best option to
Yeah,
pitch.
you can pitch. To do a pitch, you normally need to draw trumps first. So how many pitches can we get from hearts?
Just one. Well, no, if you can, depends. And if you get the Jack 10-9 out,
Well, how many hearts do the defenders have?
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 6, 3 and 3.
If they happen to be 3-3, you'll get 4 pitches, right?
But they might be 4-2.
They're more likely to be 4-2. It's only like a 1 out of 3 chance that they'll be 3-3. But I would not give up on that chance. I would be thinking about that. And even if they are 4-2, we could potentially rough the fourth heart, and then we still get an extra pitch.
Right.
But we would need some way to get back to the dummy.
Yes.
So those are all things you want to be thinking about. You also can be thinking about, you could do a club finesse leading the 10 of clubs and hope that East has the ace. Then you might be able to rough a couple clubs.
Before you get Trump out.
Yeah, you would need to do that before getting Trump out. And so the the lead is the 9 of hearts here, which is kind of a problem for you if you're wanting to both rough clubs and do the club finesse. You might actually win the first lead with the ace of hearts. You would normally want to win with your queen. Try the ace of hearts and then the 10 of clubs right away to the king. And then rather than, you have an option here to finesse for the queen of spades to make your jack of spades good. But instead of that, if you rough with the 9 of spades and the jack of spades and you just give up the queen of spades, that'll be the queen of spades that you already thought might be a loser, but you wind up getting rid of 2 club losers with roughs and 1 with a pitch. So anyhow, this is an interesting hand because lots of different options here. It's the kind of thing you should work your way through while you're sitting there looking at dummy at trick 1 before you say what to play from the board. Another 4 spades. How many spade losers do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Potentially
3 of them, 3 jack and
1, 2.
Potentially 2. Ace and the jack are the only ones we're missing at the top.
Okay.
And so how many heart losers?
None.
And club losers?
3.
3.
Well, no. Yeah, 3.
3. And diamond losers?
2.
2. Yeah, so they're leading the king of diamonds, so it looks like we're going to lose 2 diamonds right off the bat. How can we try and get rid of some of those losers?
I think I would play hearts because I don't know that they have that. I mean, they have a lot of hearts, I would think.
I would pull trump and then work on my hearts. I'd get all the trump out.
If you get the trump out and then you have the ace of clubs to get to the dummy, then you can run those hearts and everything's moving dandy. What would be harder is if you're going to let's say they play 3 rounds of diamonds, and if they're smarter, they may only take 2 diamonds and then lead a club to the ace. Then you have to play the hearts right away. Otherwise, you may never get back to the board.
It's actually,
Well,
Right.
if you go through 2 spades, you have the king on the board.
Yes. If the ace is not in the east, then the king will get you over there.
that's actually kind of neat. I didn't think of it. You get rid of that ace of clubs as soon as possible to cut down on their transportation.
Yeah, I agree,
Exactly.
Maggie. That's a good defense trick to think about.
It makes it easier for them to try to rough clubs instead of playing the hearts. But this hand should make their contract no matter what. But it's got, again, transportation issues, and you should be concerned that you're going to lose. You're going to lose 2 diamonds right off. If you lose 2 spades, you're down. So you're going to have to pick up the jack of spades in the process. And you have very limited entries to dummy. The ace of clubs and potentially the king of spades is your only entries, or roughing a club. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at some bidding then.
So Rick, with support doubles, I just want to clarify point count when the opener who could have doubled, but they have 4 hearts or the 4 spades. So you're saying they bid, like, say if it's hearts, 2 hearts if they have 13 to 16 points, 3 hearts if they have
12 to 15.
12 to, okay, because the sheet of paper when I printed it out said 13 to 16.
Yeah, that's probably before people routinely open 12-point hands with rule of 20.
Okay, so 12 to 15, that made more sense to me. That's why I was asking. And then 3 hearts would be 16 to 18?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Thank you.
What is this you're asking about, Vicky? What are you doing?
So yeah, let me show you an example here too. This is also on Bridge Classroom where we have the solo practice stuff, which is the first thing I'd sent out. Under the Baker Bridge, under basic bidding, they talk about maybe under minor suit openings. Let's see if they have the table here. All right, let me find this. Maybe it's under the majors. We have this idea of these opener suit strengths when you are bidding suits. And we say normally 12 to 21 is how many points it takes to open one of the suit. And when you have that giant wide range, you need to subdivide it into 3 subcategories, a minimum, a medium, and a maximum, with 16 to 18 being the medium range. And the way that we would normally show that, if we have a 6-card major, we open a heart, partner says a spade. If we bid 2 hearts, it's saying we're a minimum opener. If we jump to 3 hearts, it says we're a medium opener. If we jump to 4 hearts, it says we're a maximum opener.
Okay.
And it's the same idea when we support partner. If I say 1 club and my partner says 1 heart and I have 4 hearts, I'll bid 2 hearts if I'm a minimum opener. I'll jump to 3 hearts if I have medium strength opening hand, and I'll jump to 4 hearts if if I have a maximum strength opening hand.
And
That's
Maggie,
how-
the reason I was asking is because the handout gives a different range.
Right. But it's a good thing to review here. And 16 to 18 for minimum is medium, what I recommend that you guys play. And that does come into play when we're looking at support doubles, because we'll support double with 3-card support, but we'll actually raise with 4-card support. And we'll raise to either 2, 3, or 4 level, depending on the strength of our opening bid. And so one of the things that happens, so let me ask this statistically, when you open one of a suit, let's say one club, are you more likely to be 13 to 15 or 16 to 18 or 19 to 21?
Minimum.
It's the minimum. Far and away, most often, one of a suit opening bids are 13 to 15 or 12 to 15. And it's more rare that you have the 16 to 18 hand. It's even more rare you have 19 to 21. Because of that, all the time when I'm in my classes, I'll say, all right, somebody's opened one club. How many points are they showing? And they'll say, well, they're showing an opening hand. I'll say, well, how many points is that? And they'll say, well, like 13 or 14. But it's not. It's the 12 to 21 is what they're showing. And it's often that 13 or 14 points. It's more often that than the other values. But you don't know until opener's second bid what their actual range is, whether they're one of these really nice opening hands or a medium opening hand or just a normal minimum opening hand. So don't make the mistake when you hear partner open one club to just automatically assume they've got 13 or 14 points. And pay attention to their rebid to find out what their points actually are. All right, and then find where we're going. So yeah, I wanted to pop you guys into Shark Bridge. I've started up here. I pasted the link here into the chat, but it is up now. All right, we're missing somebody. Jody?
I'm not signed in. Can you sign me in? I don't know if I can get to I have to go back to my email. Oh, wait a minute. Here's my email. Okay, never mind. I found it.
All right.
Got it. Changed my computer every time update.
I get it.
Gosh.
All right, everybody's here, and Doty's got a robot partner. I'm going to share my teacher screen on the Zoom for the recording, but you guys just look at your.
Well, my thing doesn't allow me to bid anything. South has bid, but
Hang on.
my bidding box. There we go.
Your opponent had not bid yet.
No, they had passed.
They had not yet. I hadn't turned the robots on yet, but now they are. So, yeah, I'll let you guys go. So, Maggie, your bid now.
Oh, I didn't see Westbid, sorry.
So Dodie, I think you're gonna be okay here, but how many spades did your partner promise when they bid the one spade?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't look at that. Well, no, me.
Oh, you opened a
My
club.
partner, yeah, they said one spade, so they only promised three, 6 to 9 points.
No, they promised four. They
Four.
need to have four spades to show spades there, or more,
Hmm.
and six or more points. So you don't want to raise with only three.
Hmm. Okay.
That
Well,
make- Um, let me back you up.
they went to three, not me.
Right, but here's your situation, okay? So they bid a spade, they respond to spade, so your right-hand opponent's over called two hearts. So
Oh,
you don't have
I
enough
don't
space.
think I even saw that.
Even still, you would not normally support them with only three because they may only have four.
So that's why I bid two.
But that promises four spades.
Okay, so I guess I'm going by the old standard.
It's no, the old standard is the same way. You don't support your partner with only three.
Okay.
And
They've
so
got
if the two hard bidder, so if the two hard bidder had just passed, if East had passed, you would normally bid one no trump now. Right?
Okay. I
Because you
can't.
need four card support to support
I
partner.
have to bid two no trump though.
Well, I'm saying if East had passed, you would have just bid one no trump. And now you would have to bid two no trump. But now you can actually tell partner that you have exactly three spades by doubling.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I forgot about the double.
That's the support double.
Yeah, the support double. I need to look that one up again because I lost. Yeah. Okay. So they go to four. Okay.
I'm surprised they went to four. They didn't before. There's something funny there. They should be passing here.
Oh, I thought I trumped it. Oh, you over trumped it. I didn't see that.
Sorry, they should. Sorry, not that. They have to bid. They have to bid their two spades.
I'm sorry. I missed something here. Okay. Close.
And you'll wind up in two spades that way, and that way you don't have to go to the three level. I mean, when you bid the when you bid two spades directly, the robot thought that you had four cards in the spades, and then they have five, and so they were encouraged and they kept bidding on. But when they know you only have three, they're going to stop at the two spades, which is where you want to be. Anyhow, let me go on to the next deal here.
Is this going to be another support double? Because I need to review my notes, which I don't have in front of me.
Well,
so-
this is the support double lesson, so there's a good
Okay.
chance there's one coming.
Yeah.
But your partner's open to heart, so what are you going to bid here?
I'm going to bid a spade.
Yep.
Or spade. Oh, now they're telling me they've got four?
No, the support double says they have three. If they have four, they'll actually bid spades.
Okay, so three. So they got three.
Sounds like you're in a great mood today. That's
Six.
exactly the kind of energy I love to hear.
Hmm.
So am I allowed to double here when she might have four?
Huh.
Yeah, that's the whole point. You double so that if she's got four, she'll do something else. If she's got five, she'll know to go on. That's the idea of support double.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. Should I bid? I mean, I don't have that many points. Four.
How many points do you have?
I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I guess I have 12. Okay.
And how many does your partner have?
12 to 16 or 17.
12 to 21.
Oh, 12 to 21. Okay.
So, but a minimum of 12, and you've got 12. I think you've got 13 actually. You've got 10 high card points and 3 length points. So you have 13 points.
Well, I have 2 length points.
You have two spades. You have 6-card spade suit and a 5-card diamond suit. So you get
Okay.
2 in
Oh,
spades.
the diamond, right? Yeah. Okay.
And there's another saying, 6-5, come alive. Have you heard that before?
No, I don't think so.
Anyhow, it's attributed to Grant Bayes, who was a top bridge player from California some years ago. He passed away. But 6-5, come alive was his saying. That means you should bid more when you have a 6-5 hand. 'Cause
So
it's-
should I say 3 then?
well, if you know your partner open and you've got 13 points,
Go to 4?
if you bid 3, partner's going to pass, right?
Yeah, so I go to 4.
Yeah, you should not bid 3 if you think that you should belong in 4. The same thing with you,
I'm
Vicky.
a little nervous about my diamonds here, but okay.
But Vicky, it's the same deal with you. 2 spades by you is a super weak bid when you know you have 25 or 26 points combined.
So I've got 1, 2.
And same with you, John. 3 spades is enough. If you've got 13 points, you need to just bid game there.
Okay.
But Rick, I don't understand that because she has opening and she knows I have at least 12.
Because you stopped at 2 and then you stopped at 3.
No,
How
my two, I didn't stop.
You did. Your 2 spades is what you would bid
my
with like
two
6
spades
points.
is a stop. Oh,
That says 6 to 9 points. It's not even 3 spades would be invitational, showing about 11 points.
you know what? I was doing the 13 to 16 as the opener. I was doing the reverse.
That's right. That's right. It's not.
Oh dear.
So there's the same minimum, medium, and maximum for responder, but it's much lower numbers. So
Yeah, I was doing the opener one.
yeah, I understand.
So if a responder invites as the opener, how many points do you need as a dummy to go to a game?
Well, figure the inviter has about 11 points, and so like 14.
Okay.
So I'm not playing this. We're gonna go on, right?
We are going to go on. I'm going to take you to the next deal here. Okay, North is the opener.
Oh. Ew.
Oh, yeah, you should open that hand. I hate to tell you to open when you want to pass, because
I should open that?
yeah, it's a rule of 20, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
Now, if the spades were in the diamonds and vice versa, I would pass that for sure.
That would be okay, but you do have 7 cards in the majors, which is another reason to
Okay.
try there.
Well, I sort of downgraded that doubles and queen a bit.
I really don't mind you passing that, other than the lesson hand needs you to open it.
I tend to
I'd be okay. I'd be okay with passing that hand. I'll just say that.
I tend to be, oh, wait a minute. It's the wrong person who bid that spade.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. Double. Spades. Not sure what to do with this.
So I don't like the one no trump bid there, because you only have one spade stopper and you're short in spades,
Oh.
right? They bid spades. You know they've got these 5 spades over there. So what do you know about North's hand here? North has 3 hearts, right?
Right.
What else do they have?
Why do you say North has 3 hearts?
They
They
double.
did a support double.
I thought. Oh, okay. Oh, golly, I'm looking at this all wrong. All right.
What?
Thought they were supporting clubs.
Couldn't North have 4
No.
spades?
They're supporting the hearts, yes.
Yeah, North has 3 hearts. We know that.
They
You know
could
that
have
West
4.
has.
They could have 4 spades.
North could have 4 spades, yeah, but West has 5. We know that. But what else do we know about partner besides their 3 hearts? They open.
Well, they don't have 5. They don't have 4 diamonds even.
What did they open?
Or they'd have opened a diamond if they had.
They
4
open
diamonds.
clubs.
They open clubs, so they've got some number of clubs. How many do we think it is?
It might be as little as 2.
Ah, so I should bid
If it's
one.
2, so if they open a club with 2 clubs, what is their hand shape? What is their other suits?
They have, I mean, they have other things, and the
The
other
only
suit-
so the only time we'll open a 2-card club suit is if we're 4-4-3-2 with 4
Okay.
spades, 4 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 2 clubs. They don't have that because they only have 3 hearts. So they have more than 2 clubs for sure. You see why I'm saying that?
Yeah, I see why you're saying it.
So when they only have 3 hearts, that means they have more than the 2 clubs. They have at least 3, and chances are 4 clubs.
Because if they were 4,
So
4,
you should
9,
respond with clubs then?
Yeah, that's the most likely fit here.
Okay.
and it's again because if they had 4 diamonds and 4 clubs, they would have opened the diamond.
That's right. So they have. It's possible there are 4 spades and then 3 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 3 clubs, but that's an unusual specific pattern. It's more likely that there are 4 clubs, 3 hearts, and some other stuff, 3 diamonds.
So, Rick, you said if we were 4-4-3-2, we would open one club.
Yeah.
I've played. We've been playing. I thought never opening with 2 clubs, yeah, 3 or more. So in this case, I would open with 3 diamonds. I would bid 1 diamond.
Oh, you're right. I said that wrong. So 4-4-3-2, we would normally open a diamond with that.
Okay, okay.
That's another reason that it's not going to be a doubleton, but it's also not likely to be 3. It would be you would open 3 if you were 4-4 and then 2 diamonds and 3 clubs. But that's also not the case, which is why we still think it's going to be 4 clubs. And so your partner, when she says 2 clubs, she says she's a minimum strength responder, just taking you back to clubs, and you can just pass that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And you can see then that clubs looks like it's the place to be here. That's where your only 8-card fit is. And in no trump, they can take the whole bunch of diamonds against you. But in clubs, you're just going to lose 2 diamonds, a spade, a heart, and a club. You should probably make it. All right, it is 1 o'clock. We got to
Thank you
wrap
so
up.
much.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rick.
Sure thing. Good seeing all you guys.
Always informative.
Sorry I was late.
No problem. Good seeing you.
Thank you.